Looks like we're live, right? Okay. Phil Simborg here from Jamaica, and I'm joined with my co-commentator, Brad Mielke. I'm going to do a little introduction of Brad in just a second. Brad is from Brooklyn. You work with ABC,
Well, yeah. Although here I'm strictly here as a backgammon player and aficionado.
but you have a podcast, a regular
Oh,
podcast.
that's right. It's called Start Here.
So that's why you have such good diction and sound like you're really a professional.
I try to work that diaphragm as hard as I can. That's right.
You do a good job. Now let's talk about the match that's going on here. This is the undefeated of the main event, and Marc Lewis actually knocked me out in the first round. Marc Lewis is a professor of philosophy at the University of Texas in Austin, which is where that's my alma mater. And Marc has taken some lessons from me, and I'll take credit for anything he wins because I gave him lessons. He's one of my many students, and he's going to continue to take more lessons. This is a fast cube and a quick take. I'm not so sure about the quick take. Now, Blaise,
the double ones really set him up here.
yeah, I'm not so sure about the quick take at all. Blaise is a young man who lives here in Jamaica, lives in Ocho Rios, and he is a professional tennis player, and not just playing at it. He was ranked number 300 on the tour, and then he got injured, and now he's fighting his way back. You can actually watch him on TV playing on the Pro Tour from time to time. He's a wonderful young man, and plays in the Chouettes here. He's not afraid to play anybody. Plays a very nice game of backgammon like many of the young Jamaicans. And that's one of the things I'm very impressed here. The young Jamaicans, many of them are the sons and daughters of the old timers here, and they play together. They come to the Chouettes on Wednesday night, father and son, father and daughter. It's really exciting to see. Blaise is an example of that.
And I was going to say, and also they're talkers, which is what I like about them.
They're trash talkers.
The Jamaican players trash talk like you wouldn't believe.
It's the best.
It's so enjoyable.
Okay, if somebody's worst roll is double fours, they're yelling, "Go double fours, double fours!" Anywhere else, they get slapped in the face if you did that. Right. But not here in Jamaica. That's part of the charm of it. It's screaming and yelling. It's the way I'd like to see back. If you go to a major poker tournament, they're yelling for the river card to be a heart or whatever their friend wants. We need that in backgammon, and here in Jamaica, they have that. It's just really fun. So let's talk about what's going on the board right now. Looks like it's a recube and a. No, they're just adjusting the score to show that it was 1-0. So Blaise gave, Marc gave a cube that I think was a very good cube, and Blaise grabbed it without even thinking, and I thought might have been a pass.
Even with the four, even though it was only 8 in the zone at the time, but it was still such a strong prime.
He wasn't at the edge of the prime at the time. Having a 4 prime where you're 2 away from the edge is huge. It's almost as good as a 5 prime or a 6 prime. It's something that never as good as a 6 prime. But I really like Marc's double. I don't think Blaise had a take. We'll see what happens. Right now, it looks like he's being punished for this take.
Yeah, huge hit right there.
Gammon's involved. Playing an 11-point match. Playing with the clock. We're playing USBGF rules, which I like, partially because we have a USBGF aficionado who's in charge of running the tournament, Jeb Horton. I'm one of the people that started this tournament with Joey Issa and started making it international. First thing we did was we hired Jeb to be our tournament director, and he's brought in his whole family, and they do a great job.
So we now feel here, if you're yellow, if you're Blaise, you're just trying to build the board. That right here, right?
If I'm Blaise, I'm just trying to not get given.
Right. So that's why he brings the 6-3 down.
Sure. Okay. You don't want to leave more shots and get hit again. You get to a point where you say, I'm probably not going to win this game, so how do I not get gammoned?
Yeah, it's not the 5 prime.
I just don't want to lose 4 points.
Right.
The gammon is when your opponent gets all their checkers off before you get one off.
And so then the 2 then is part of that. Stepping up with the 2, keeping yourself from having an extra block.
That's exactly right. Otherwise, you could get attacked and pounded on back there. Now, if he had a more offensive board, he might stay back.
Now, this is not going to be a 6 prime. Or no, this wouldn't have been a 6 prime. Yeah. This would just be now add to 5 prime. Right.
The 6 prime wouldn't be that big an asset because it wouldn't be able to hold it for more than a roll or 2 anyway. Right. And you're not. Red is way up in the race. By the way, every game you should always be conscious of the race because every game ultimately ends up with who gets their checkers off.
Now, is this too fast?
No, I don't think it's too fast. I mean, he's not happy to have to break the and leave holes, but look, he's leaving a shot.
He's got to leave a shot.
So it's not about speed here. It's about safety.
Okay, there's the 3.
Wow. But look at the inner board.
Right.
He couldn't hit and cover.
He couldn't cover.
He's favored to get hit
But
back.
this is why you do. But this is why you still make the hit.
Okay, now if he's thinking about recubing, it's too soon. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got to cover 3 blots to contain
Yeah,
Marc.
he was thinking.
This would be a
He's checking his text. Oh, he's taking the picture. He's taking the picture. He's thinking about. He's wondering if this was
There's
cute.
nothing wrong with thinking about it, but I'm sure it's way too.
And I assume because the issue is 5s play really badly all of a sudden, like off the bar. Maybe
That's a good thing to notice. You're smarter than you look.
Yeah, I've been.
That's really good.
And I've been getting better looking. That's the sad thing. That's the sad part.
I'm told the same thing.
Yeah, this is as good as I've ever looked.
This is a very tough play. There's a good reason to hit here. Because anyway, if you don't hit any 6 and you're toast.
Right.
And if you hit, you got a real chance to contain them and bring some checkers around. You got chances to roll 6s and 3s, get those back checkers out.
Right. So maybe you hit loose here, but still kind of keep your integrity on.
I loved it. I love the hit. I think that hit was a must. Oh, that's a great roll.
Great. Okay, so
he needs a 4.
Needs a response.
Needs a 4.
Oh, doesn't even get out outside of a hitter.
Yeah. So he's leaving fewer shots. And at this point, you say, how do I not get gammon still? Although the race is in there, if he doesn't get hit, I would hit.
Here's the 2, right?
I would hit because the race is not assured, and you win some gammons along the way if you get lucky. Having that open 6 point is kind of an unusual thing. They're using the P40 baffle box, which is a great box. I designed it. The problem is that they're using dice that are too big for the box, and the reason they're using dice that are too big is to make it easier for the viewers to see. But if I were playing over the board, I would use the smaller dice. They would go right through that baffle box very nicely without getting hung up. So when you see those hang-ups, don't blame the box. Don't blame me for my.
You're a baffle box designer?
Yes. Well, that's one of my 14 designs of baffle box. I also helped design the P40 board company. I'm a partner involved in that company. And this board, by the way, we got to give them credit.
The board's so good. I
It's
played on this board.
Yeah.
In the doubles final.
It's a courtesy of Chris Lloyd, who's the sponsor of this tournament. Fantastic board company, and I'll say it again. I have a real problem with Chris Lloyd boards. They never wear out. You don't get to buy a new board every few years. They last like iron. They're great boards. And this board, we're going to have a board contest at Sunday at 3:30. 8 people can pay $100. The winner gets the board. Second place gets $200.
That won't play either. Neither of these will play perfectly.
No, he's going to leave a shot. And there's 2 things you worry about: how many shots and how many repeat shots. And most of the time you leave the shot on that outside point, just like he did, because you're less likely to leave another shot later. You want to clear from the rear.
You'd say in general, you go from the rear, even if a 6-5, say, then does it again. Still.
Yeah, because if you don't clear from the rear, there's a whole lot of other rolls that do it again too. You got to count. But the 2 considerations are repeaters as well as how many shots.
Oh,
He's right to ask him to wait until you hit the clock before you pick up the dice. He's got a lot of bad rolls here. He has to roll a 1 or a 2 here, or he's going to leave a shot. 6-3 ain't so hot. 5-3 ain't so hot. 5-3 plays. 6-3 high doubles. There's all kinds of ways to leave shots here.
Oh, okay, so we start to leave holes here at least.
Well, he has to leave a hole. He's not going to volunteer the shot.
Right.
And he's better off clearing the 5 point. And then I think he made the wrong idea there. He's playing a little too fast too.
They're both playing very fast, right?
You should have looked at it. Yeah, we're barely have time to tell my life story. The important stuff.
And so I see. So now he opens up some. So now here we go. He's going to clear the 5.
You really don't want a double gap. That's why you should have cleared the 5 point instead of the 4. It's going to have more repeating misery.
Not the most comfortable right now. He's going to start burying, but he's going to still look for the shot here. Okay. Any big numbers don't play. Okay, here we go. Oh, double shot.
It's thickening.
Oof.
Now you might think about a recube. You can count the number of shots. You have 11 threes plus 4-2, 5-1, and 5-2. 2-4-6. That's 15 shots. Not enough to double. If you are a favorite, plus this board isn't closed, and you might do something like this. You might do something like that. As you can see, one player's using the baffle box and one isn't. That's the rules here. If I had my way, everybody would use a baffle box because I sell them.
I was going to say, when I'm transcribing my matches, I prefer rolling because then I can at least keep track of whose side of the board the dice
I
are
agree
on,
with
but-
you. Everybody transcribing would rather use a baffle box. By the way, that's why I hire people to transcribe for me. I stopped transcribing the day after I helped develop XG, and the first thing I did was hire people to do transcription. I hate it.
So let's see. So he got the shot, he missed the shot. Off we go, trying to avoid the game.
Yeah, he did such a snap take on this cube to begin with.
You think he's regretting that?
Well, obviously, anytime you lose, you're regretting it, even if you made the right decision. That's backgammon. He could easily get gammon here.
All right,
that's
that
all.
should work.
Wait a minute, the 4-point was open.
No,
It's
it
not
wasn't.
off.
He just brought him back.
Oh, he
just
did?
brought him back. Yeah, they were
That
on
was
the
awfully
4
quick.
point.
He had
Yeah.
on the 4-point. Okay.
Yeah, he had a couple on the 4 point. Just brought him back to rebuild.
Yeah, the fours wouldn't get you off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we can't see the scoreboard. It's 2-1, I believe.
That's right.
We should do an adjustment on that scoreboard so we can see it. Text Andy.
Yeah. Let these people know. Get your scoreboards in order. You know who you are.
I just texted Andy. Andy is Jeb and he's Paul's wife. Paul is Jeb's son.
It's such a family operation. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting this.
Yes.
Dealing with all the people with the same last name.
Well, actually, they have some different last names.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
Andy
Actually,
uses her,
Yeah.
her own last name, Andy Lindbergh. Not sure if she's a she, they, or an it, because I get confused.
I'm sure she's a she. She told you
I
otherwise.
see. Because we got a they playing Joe Russell right now. Last I saw it was 6-6 in another undefeated category. By the way, the format here is if you lose once, you're not out. You're in the fighters bracket. You can come back and still win the tournament. That's where I am. I've lost once. So is David Wells. Kiko's been knocked out. She lost to Joe Russell in the first round and then to David Wells in the second. What a terrible draw. 3 super giants, and they all met each other in the first 2 rounds. So Joe Russell is undefeated, and he's playing Mal.
Yeah, Mal. Yeah,
And-
Mal from Clinton Hill Backgammon Club.
And you're from Clinton Hill.
That's right.
And when I go to New York, I always try and get out to Clinton Hill. It's in Brooklyn
Yep, you swing by.
because it's a fun group of people and a nice bar. What's the name of the bar
It's
again?
the Emerson Bar
Emerson
on Myrtle
Bar.
Avenue in Brooklyn. And you can check them out on Instagram at Clinton Hill Backgammon Club.
Yeah, it's one of the many groups of backgammon people in the New York area, which is one of the reasons why I'm opening up a private club in New York at 7 Spring Street, which will have backgammon action day and night. Very fancy private club. And I also am involved in a lot of the private clubs there. And of course, whenever I'm there, I also go to Remy's New York City Backgammon Club, which is a fantastic active club. Last night, a good friend of mine, Rebecca Lightburn, came from Grand Exuma
Big
Island
roll here gets the 3-4.
all the way to New York and won Remy's tournament. It was really exciting, really fun.
Big roll, probably.
Yeah, this game is over. Double pass. Except he scooped that last one. They moved the
Hey!
scoreboard. Listen,
There's Suda one.
we got power.
Well, this is why I came in. I wanted to serve my influence. I wanted to improve my clout, mainly for scoreboard keeping purposes. And
All right, while
Done a lot of
he's for sure going to pass this cube.
right, this is all just for.
Tell
This
me
is all
about
just.
tell me about your podcast. What's it about?
Oh well, no, but I'm here primarily. So I work in news, and news people hate to be on camera because when you're on
Oh, I
camera,
see.
that's always a bad sign. So I barely talk about my job when I'm playing backgammon. But
Okay.
it's called the Start Here podcast, and it's from ABC. And it's fantastic, and everyone should listen. And if you want, you
It's
just
called what?
start here,
Start here.
right? Because you start your day with it.
H-E-A-R? Start H-E-A-R? or-
H-E-R-E. Start
H-E-R-E.
here. Start right here.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll make sure to listen.
but no, it's exactly. If you're
Okay, so
looking for every weekday morning for 20 minutes just to learn about your news and then continue on with your day.
So
This is the way to do it.
Talking, and you also do research?
I host it. That's right. I host it, and I'm a reporter at ABC. So
So cool.
yeah, that's right. Well, not as cool as doubles were just then.
So Blaise did drop that cube as predicted. Let's get into this match a little more. Now that Marc is winning, Marc's a very cool guy, by the way. I told you he's a professor of philosophy. He's also a great mathematician.
Well, yeah. So this is what you told me is that he's studying this kind of liberal art, and yet he also is like an esteemed sort of math guy.
Yeah, it's his hobby. And that's why he likes backgammon so much. And I give him lessons from time to time like nobody else. We get into detail of math that I don't get into with any other student, except for very high level students.
What do you do here? It seems like a double pass was about to come, but the 6-6s, I wonder.
It's going to be double pass no matter what he does.
I wonder if that changes anything.
No,
okay.
It makes it worse.
Oh, I see. Because he's going to come out, but you're still going to leave a shot.
I would double it
I
every
think he doubles
pass.
here with the 5 prime.
Maybe because of the score, he's being cautious. I don't think it's terrible not
Now
to
he's got a
double here.
6 prime.
Now he's going to be very sorry he didn't.
Yeah,
double.
I think so.
Now,
I think
of
you were
course,
right.
there is a counter prime here, and there is a saying that all prime versus primes are takes. So it might have been a take, but I certainly would have doubled.
Yeah, exactly. Your prime here, Red's prime here, Marc's prime is so strong.
Yeah, and even if he breaks his prime, he's got more timing. I don't know. This is counter prime pretty well.
Do you slot this because if he rolls a 3, that's also like game over?
It's beautiful insight. I'm sure you slot it.
Okay.
Because everything else is uglier, and that's your best chance. Wow, good play, Blaise. Then you bring the 3 down, so you have a 6 to cover.
Right. Now you can.
That's a great play. And we don't have XG in front of us. We could be wrong, but I love that play. It's gutsy, and he gets away with it. Now I slot on the other side.
Slot on the other side. You just come forward.
No.
Why do you do that?
Well, he's freezing the checkers on the 8 point. Now what happens if he rolls a 4 to cover?
This huge. Yeah, those are huge. So now it's 6 prime versus 6 prime. So we're going to see who kind of gets it.
Well,
Whoever's
on roll is at a big disadvantage.
This is the thing, because you almost don't want to point on his head here, because then say he fans, that almost gets icky for you.
Well, he's favored to come in, but he's not going to break when he comes in. I think Red's rolling dead. I think Marc is rolling dead, and if I'm Marc, I'm thinking, how do I not get gammoned? And if I'm Blaise, I'm thinking I'm too good to double. I'm going to wait.
He's coming from the back, so he's opening up a 6.
He's playing safe so that he leaves the fewest shots to get gammon. It's very hard to get gammon with 1 checker back. It's double pass.
That's a pass.
Big pass. Yeah. Big pass, especially since you're ahead in the score.
Okay.
I'm not sure it was a double. It might have been too good to double, meaning that if he played out, he might win some gammons. I don't think he would have been harmed too much by rolling 1 roll and see what happens. If Marc rolls a good roll, then you double. You can still double him out. So that might have been too good. And winning 2 points instead of 1 puts him at an even number away from winning. It's just good. It's actually pretty valuable to win a gammon instead of winning 1 point.
Yeah, especially when you get those numbers like 8 and 4.
Yeah,
right?
you don't want to be 9 away. You'd rather be 8 away.
Right.
I like this play. He's just run. Nothing real productive he could do. Here you hit. You always hit first. You could make the bar, but you always hit and then look for the 6. 6 has to come out from the front. There it is. Dupes the 3s to come in, gives him builders. Gets away with it beautifully. I would slot my 5 point. I would come in with the 4.
Or would you do that and come down to the 13?
No, I would slot.
Down to the 9 point. Okay.
I would slot the 5 because look how many 4s are so good on the other side of the board anyway.
I assume the thinking, though, is you're worried about the hit for like with a 6
But
or something.
if I slot and he doesn't roll a 4, I'm level. If he rolls a 4, look how every single 4 plays great on the other side of the board. Duplication is a very, very major factor in this game. I'm sure the slot was right there. Maybe he didn't want to expose another checker because that's a gammon risk, but I would have slotted instantly.
Just keep going here.
Yep.
Yeah. Duplicate the 3 entry. Oh, and then you get sometimes that happens.
I would not double yet. I think he's got an anchor. You're not going to win many gammons. He's going to take. How do you lose your market here? That's the other question. If the guy's going to take most situations on the next roll, there's no reason to double. That's losing your market, and I don't see it. I don't like this double. And he passed.
Oh, but he passed.
He passed.
I guess he's just thinking in terms of race, maybe. But it does feel early, right? There's so few inner board points.
And plus, he's down in the score a little bit.
Right.
I see. I have what I call reverse Wolsey's law. If I'm not sure it's a double, I'm taking. I'm not sure that was a double.
Right.
Of course, we could be way out. When I say we, I'm going to blame you.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
That's why you're here.
I came here to be a foil for your predictions.
Novice. I played for many years.
I would have grabbed that cube so fast.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so he's got 3 points on his inner board, so now we think we're making 3 points on our inner board, maybe.
Absolutely. And you know what makes the play right? What makes the play right is what makes any play right. It's better than the alternatives. And the alternative play was ugly compared to it. I love that you can watch the players as well as the board. It's a shame that they can see us. I like it.
Yeah, the fact that we're as large as they are in the shot really seems like.
I'm not sure we are. That's just on our screen.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that's what
it's just our
they're
voices. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
They might be
I was truly worried there.
No, our camera's definitely on. Lonely Blots? What's going on here? We're getting photographed
So
by
5-2. Oh, we got the whole team in here from the Jamaica team.
How many years have you guys been coming to Jamaica? Only your second year.
A couple hooligans have come in with cameras.
You were in Monte Carlo. No? You didn't make it to Monte Carlo?
You'd love to.
Butterfly, what would you do here?
So what's the 6-3? Did I miss this? We have our whole roll here because we can hit.
Yeah. No, 6-3. Oh yeah.
We can hit, or we can come in and cover that 5.
I'm hitting.
Yeah.
When in doubt, hit. It's usually better to hit than make the point. Usually, not all the time, but I think you got to hit here also because you're down and it wins more gammons.
Yeah.
The other problem is if you cover with 3, where's your 6?
Right. Then you're coming in. Right. Then you're either popping out and begging for a hit, or you're coming down.
Well, if you come down, it's only
Right. Then you're coming down. You're gonna try to
fewer
make
shots.
But
That's why I
I
hit.
think the hit seems so nice here, right?
It's
And
not-
again, your boards are equal, if not yours might be a tad better.
One thing I can assure you, this young man does not feel pressure. Here's a guy who plays professional tennis. And I'm telling you that we've had a lot of backgammon players that were really top athletes. Professional tennis is one of them.
But you're a tennis player. You're just sympathetic to tennis players.
Right.
I know there's one thing I know about Phil Simborg. It's that he plays a lot of tennis, a lot of pickleball,
I
a lot
don't
of
play
net sports.
I don't play tennis once a day.
Yeah.
That's my limit.
Okay, big roll here. Okay.
Big hit.
Let's see. Oh.
He hits back for sure. I've got a Clinton Hill shirt. I should have brought
That's
it.
right. We busted
You guys
that up.
gave it.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
we're big in the swag at Clinton Hill Backhand Club. If you're in New York, swing by.
I'm in there often and I swing by
Yeah,
often.
exactly.
Took the ferry over one time. I love taking the ferry right to the game. It was right by the ferry one time.
Yeah, that's right. At the Navy Yard. That's right. Okay.
Play is forced. Now he's got a double shot at the blot.
Lots all over the place.
Yeah, maybe you should have covered instead of hitting that time.
Yeah,
maybe you should have listened to us. 5-1 is nothing. Well, okay, covers.
So he gets away with that part. If he can cover, oh, does he come down maybe with the? Yeah, use all of them here.
Absolutely. You know why? It's the 5 point. The 5
We
point
love
is
5
critical.
point.
It's critical. Oh,
He makes that bar.
that's a great roll.
Get that
Great play.
bar, son.
Not too much.
Great play. Absolutely.
Okay, he's going to put him on the defensive here. This is essentially a coin flip, right?
Yeah.
Going to put somebody on the rail with
I think that
4 points.
that was a very aggressive play, and it might be right. Otherwise, you give your opponent the free roll to do whatever he wants, and he might have even doubled without that hit. I think the hit stopped him from doubling, and he might have had a double anyway.
You think he's got so much freedom compared to the guys? Yellow has to be more careful here, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I like Red's position better.
Right.
That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Was he at 6-1? Come on. Yeah, good. Okay. It's a big hit.
Interesting, right.
Gonna do it.
It's not
Gotta
going
do it.
to cover these for a while unless he gets
Oh,
it.
great roll. Great roll. Did you win your match? I had a boy. You want to do some commentary?
David Wells is here.
You know Brad? Brad from New York? I'm gonna let David Wells take over. No? Oh, you're not
It's a
gonna?
long match. I don't.
Okay, you're gonna relax.
It's gonna be a
So David Wells is still alive. These guys are still alive. Joe Russell's fighting for his life against Mal from from the Clinton Hill Club.
And a cube was just taken.
Where's the cart?
It's in the bushes.
Is it the keys in it?
Yeah.
Comes here with 4 and just shifts over with the 1. I'm thinking of shifting over. Not many other places to go if that's where you're going to do with your 4.
Yep.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go.
Big roll here.
5s.
Oh, wow. That's a good roll.
5s, yeah, huge for the race. Comes around
It's
safely.
blocked, yeah. I don't see much of a game here for Blaise.
Unless there's a, yeah, that's that.
He's got to run the front checker, get out of there, and don't get gammoned too much. Oh, he's going to stay for the shot? Cover?
And then you could cover on the deuce, huh?
That might be right. That's a,
Because he's more stripped on the back, I guess.
this would be
That's what
my
you're
play.
thinking.
This would be my play. I think you just get gammoned too much. I don't see winning that. But
If you had those stacks of 3 further back, then it's dangerous, but maybe not as much here. Okay.
3-1?
Where's the 1? Right, I guess you
That's it.
stack.
No, the other thing he could have done,
Stacks here.
he could have made the 10-point. And that's what I would have done.
So he's going to make him more advanced anchor. He's going to keep the single goalkeeper back there, and now it's just all about coverage, it looks like.
Gutsy play, and I like it.
Mm.
I like it. Now, I like that coming up with the 3 here. It's going to reduce the gammons by a lot. Still give him some wins. Double 1s would be a nice roll here for Marc.
Yeah, exactly. That's the danger. Right. Okay, so he gets a 1.
And now
So
you
what's your hit?
you
Yeah, so that's your
duplicate
hit.
4s. You can't. Okay.
And now you're going to just bear on that one.
Right.
1 point? Okay. Oh, it's been 1 at least.
Six,
It's a
4. I think you just got to bring that back checker all the way in and hope he doesn't roll an 8 or 11.
Yeah, does your 8 point become a liability here if you're Marc, I guess? Is that's sort of the liability you're trying to deal
It
with?
would be if Blaise had more timing.
That 8.
That's-
Okay,
there's-
because the 8 we should have been talking
Yeah,
about.
there's your liability.
Oh, but the 3 and the 6 out. Ay, ay, ay. Huge moment. 4. Okay. Not another one. He only got 1 of them.
Wow, that was quite an exciting exchange.
Yeah. The response of the 3 and the 6.
Yeah, Marc was in trouble for 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. He repaired this very quickly.
That's backgammon.
And so now
Everything changes.
you'd be nice to go slowly, trying to slow down, just go as slowly as you can if you're Blaise.
There's not too many shot leaving numbers right here.
Right.
And as I say that, he has to crunch.
He's gonna kind of stack
But now
uncomfortably on the
Blaise
deuce.
has no timing.
Right. Oh, and that's the problem.
Real cruncher.
Right.
That's timing is everything in these things.
He would have been happy to just leave with 1 or even both of those checkers off the 4 point.
Yep.
He can't.
Yep, or even off the ace point, just to get off of there. Keep your bar.
And that plays it nicely.
Yeah. So Blaise got to run from the front. Now he just, again, you think about not getting gammons.
And you right, but not getting gammon, you're still okay to leave that checker there, you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, you might get a shot. 6-5, double 6, double 5. There's all kinds
Did
of.
he not hit there with that 1 deuce?
No.
He did not hit.
He went out, didn't he? No. Oh, I guess I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I think he might be asking him, did you mean to hit that checker?
Well, he didn't pick it up.
He did not pick it
And he can
up.
play it legally without, so it stays down.
Right.
It was not hit. Once you hit the clock, now if he had to hit it in order to move the 2-1, then they should take it back and make the hit.
Right. They had it available.
But it could have gone either way. I just got through playing Antoinette where she missed a hit, which was very big and cost her the game. She had a 6-4 and she didn't realize she could hit with the 4 along the way and she just played.
Oh, the 5 is forced here.
And the 1 is a hit, I think. Yes, you hit, because otherwise,
You can't take anything off.
well, it's a full double shot if you don't hit.
Right. Oh, and then it's a double shot. Right.
Now
It's like
it's-
1.5 shots.
That's right. That's a good way to put it. You just add the number of ways it gets hits, it's a lot less. I would have picked up the blot, but I don't think it's a big thing. It's double sixes.
I was saying 2 big numbers might play well for Blaise, but not those big numbers. Okay.
I've been saying all along, Blaise has to worry about not getting gambit.
I was going to say this becomes a real issue, doesn't it? Oh,
It's a huge issue.
here we go.
Now he has to get off the ace point real quick so that 1s leave a shot instantly. And he did. He shot, he got it. And there's an odd number of checkers there, which is really a good thing. Now he took 1 off. It's an even number of checkers there. Now he can't run out, so he may as well stay. If he rolled a 6 or more, he would get off the backgammon and get out of there. Now he has to run if he can. Yeah, no, he can't get out. What's he doing?
Is he giving up the gamut?
How can he do that?
8.
He's giving
His
up the
opponent
gamut
might roll a 1. What happened?
I think he was thinking I'm going to play the 6 out.
Oh, he had 6. Okay, that was
Play
it.
the 6 out.
He
So I'm
gave-
going to give up
he
the
gave a
gamut
game.
rather than that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see the 6. I thought he rolled a 4-1.
No, that was the 6. Yeah, so he was able to get out.
Oh yeah, then you give up the game. It's a sure game.
It's one of those things as a streamer, though. Don't you wish that they'd just sort of be like, let's just show where the checkers would go? Is that, do you find yourself
No,
wishing that sometimes?
If it's gin, it's gin. That's okay. That's okay. But I'll tell you what,
I
I
can't
would
see into
like,
the future the way you
what I would like as a streamer, when I play people who have hearing problems, I use electronic dice. You can see them real bright, and it actually speaks what the dice are. So you can hear it, you can see it, and in my
Wait,
opinion,
where does the sound come out of? The dice themselves?
I got a program, the dice roller program that speaks the dice, and there's several programs like this. Here's my dice roller.
Living in the future with Phil Simborg, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Oh, we got Mal. We got Mal Woolley here. Just like giving the big thumbs down from the Clinton Hill group.
Oh.
I bet I'm the first person hearing, because here's the interesting thing: is that there's a watch room right around the corner. I have a feeling Mal Woolley, if you want to stick your head in the stream here, Mal Woolley's probably on their way to the stream room. However, stop by here
The
first.
last I saw, you were playing Joe Russell, world champion, and the score was 6-6. And what happened?
Well, he's a world champion,
Still is.
and he's a world champion. Like he got me. I think it was fair and square. There were a lot of really big, exciting swings, and it was down. Our last roll in Crawford was down to like 1 roll, and I just didn't make up, and that's okay.
You've only lost once, you can still win.
So you're in the console.
Yes,
Or
I'm
you're
not-
not even the console.
I'm the fighter.
Finals bracket.
I'm the
You get-
fighter.
In this tournament, you can make your way back in to the main.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, here comes a cube here from Blaise.
Are you, Mal? Okay, we got a cube. She's played with me, so you know she can.
Now,
I'm sorry, they.
yeah, Mel used to say them pronouns and has been killing it. We've been trying to bet on our members of Clinton Hill Backgammon Club between Mal and Bernard Polero. We've been trying to make some money off of it. No, dude, Mal, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're gonna lose her up.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Okay. Don't let everybody know how good.
So this was a double and a take, and so now, Blaise is trying to.
Well, look at the score.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Is
You're going to be very aggressive with the cube when you're losing 8-2.
It's only 8. Well, I guess there's 10 of us on if you count the ones on the. If you count the checkers on the 11. Okay, so this now feels like a very good cube,
Yeah. By
especially
the way,
if
I don't count checkers in the zone if
they're not bearing.
bearing an open point.
I was gonna ask you about that. Okay, so these checkers you see on the 11 point, then you want to count that as in the zone.
They're not in the zone unless a point within 6 is open.
Okay, and that was your.
I hate to say this.
Marc was really
Joe
looking for
Russell is
6.
a very close friend. stay together. We travel.
Actually, you're about to go wish him congratulations at the expense of him. I see what you're doing for him. I see it.
See, Mal, dude, it's so exciting for Clinton Hill.
I was gonna say, Mal and Bernard have really been making showings lately. It's been very exciting.
Bernard, too.
Of course, Bernard over there? No, Bernard here. He's walking past us right now. This guy in the black. Yeah,
That's right.
That's right.
And how's he doing in this tournament?
He did great at St. Louis. He did fantastically at St. Louis.
So we don't talk.
We're gonna talk about Bernard.
By the way, look how this cube worked out for.
I'm really
early cube.
Yeah, but I really am impressed with like the foresight of the cube. I get that it's 8-2. I get that, but this ends up being so crucial at this moment for Blaise.
East point holding game. Gammons aren't huge. They're usually around 15% if the rest of your checkers are around the board.
Yeah, and these ones are free on the mid.
Yeah, so this is going to be only about 15% gammons, but if you have timing, you still win 15%. So Marc Lewis is looking at winning around 15% and getting gammon 15%. That's not a happy place to be.
Right.
You're not happy you took this cube, but it isn't the end of the world. And by the way, getting gammon here isn't the end of the world.
I was going to say that being 5 away if you get a gammon here is still not. You're not quite feeling like you're like back in this match the same way.
Right. Okay, now he doesn't want to bring his checkers in this.
Yeah, you're just going to gingerly come in here.
Yeah, this is a bad roll. Because now 6-5, 6-4.
This is the roll we don't want.
6-3.
We don't repeat that 6-5. He says. Okay, 1 is great.
All these now your 5s and 6s are not playing very well.
Oh, that's right.
It was nice that he held his board and
Okay, so
rolled a very nice roll in.
Clear that.
Now, here's the big problem: 6-5 leaves a double shot on this next roll. You don't want this position to have 2 checkers on the 6 and 2 on the 5 when your opponent has the ace point.
Right. Now, what do you do here?
You clear from the rear.
You do clear here. You don't go for a
Well,
gammon.
no,
I think
wait a minute. His board's going to crash. Oh, I make this play
Okay.
because your opponent's board will crash. You don't want to let him out with 5s.
The bet here, right, is that the opponent's about to roll a 6, maybe. Okay, 1-6, and now you think maybe there's some crouch on top of it. Hey. Okay, best case scenario. Best case scenario.
That is a very good scenario if he dances. Now, all right, game over. He wins 2 points, which is good. I mean, winning 2 points is you're on the way back, baby. You're not out of it. He's not giving up. How many people are here from Clinton Hill? Everywhere I look, as you
All of
I
us.
think what do we bring now? Like a dozen people? I mean, to an event that has probably, what, we got, 50, 60, 70 people. There's a good number of people here. But at this point, Clinton Hill and Brooklyn
20%.
has brought probably at least 10 to, at least 10.
8-4.
It's 10.
and you come every year. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it.
Joe Ince and Babs Lako, the heads of the club, have really been on it with Joey, the organizer, that started up so it's become like kind of a little home away from, like, it's like the annual sort of social trip slash.
Well, there's-
I know wherever you go, you're socializing. Yeah. You go, it's a party.
Right.
We have to create parties.
No, there's a reason that there's a link between Jamaican people and Brooklyn people.
What's that?
No,
Tell me.
no bullshit.
They don't suffer no.
You guys come out and say what you feel, and you yell and scream it, and it's just fun. And you don't worry if somebody's feelings get hurt. You would shake hands.
What do you?
I mean, it's great.
What's the matter
It's the
with?
same personality in Brooklyn and Jamaica. I'm telling you.
Oh, let's see.
I love it.
Marc was hoping for a 6, didn't get it, so now kind of exposed here. Again, which I assume you're trying not to be specifically because of this big lead.
Well, you tend to be more what they call gammon save when you're leading, and more of a gammon go, trying to be more aggressive when you're behind. Almost always.
This could.
Now here, no, you make the bar. It's great offense and defense to hold that point.
Right, you see, I know not a roll too soon either.
So this is a game where who knows who's going to win? It's like a toss-up.
Pretty simple hold.
Big
Do you
double.
make the 5?
A
Yeah.
big double will spin the game.
Probably the 5. This is the classic moment of we all do it. Okay, so he's thinking about more about the prime on the inside.
You know what? I would have made the 5. I would have left the shot.
I would have instinctively made the 5, but
Yeah, okay. Right. You strip the midpoint, and the 5. Look how stacked your 6 point is. So
These-
another reason.
these 4s were so pretty. Now do you not make the? Still not making the 5. Had the opportunity to make the 5 point, and instead played off the 6, unstacked the 6. But this was but that was kind of forced because he couldn't come off of the opponent's midpoint. But he really is valuing the point.
Well,
It's outside the
race
post.
is close, so I big doubles. I don't think it's the wrong play at all. Not sure it was right, but I don't think it was wrong.
Right. Well, no, that's what's interesting to me about all these scenarios. It's kind of like the exceptions to all these
If
rules.
he made the 5 there.
God, these guys can't stop him.
Right, you got to count the race, and I think the race is too close to double. When your opponent is on your 4 point or higher, you really need to be up about 15% in the race. A normal score is to give the cube. Now, when you're leading this much, you need to be up more. I don't think he's up 20%.
I was going to say, Blaise would take a ton of cubes here with the score too.
Right, and the cube big is huge. The power of holding the cube is big when you're way behind.
Right. So it's a huge window.
So I agree he was right not to double. Look, this race.
But I see. But it's good enough for him to leave.
Yeah, he's winning the race. Plus, there's a blot on the board. What are you gonna do? Wait till later after he makes a good board? Pick and pass, make the point. Very good roll.
Oof. Okay. So
Very good.
Blaise
Now,
is like I'm in
just
the game.
visually looking at the race, it's close. I don't think there's a double here. Just got to roll and hope. It's a very close game. Mel, speak up anytime. We'd love to have you.
Oh, Mal. Mal, do you ever speak up? Do you ever?
She's afraid.
No, Mal.
He's afraid.
Their voice just plenty.
I
You're an
don't know.
outspoken person, maybe. Would that be fair to say? Would that be fair to say? I'm asking the questions here. I don't respond to threats.
If your answer is shut the hell up, then you know the answer.
I don't respond. Ay, ay, ay.
You got
Behind the cube, or is that
It's what? Yeah. What do you think?
Well, here I use the Keith count.
And that's what Blaise is thinking, right?
I use the Keith count. I count the pips. I adjust for open points and too much bad distribution, and then I use a formula called the Keith count that tells me almost within 1% or 2 exactly what winning chances you have.
And the thing I was going to say about both these players, they both have played very fast, Blaise especially, and so they each have a lot. When these key moments come up, when it is about just, hey, let me count the pips, you have plenty of time to do that. That is the luxury they give themselves.
It's a great roll. 12 pips is 4 more than the average. The average is right around 8.
Sure.
He's questioning whether it was played legally, and I'm pretty sure he did play it legally.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Two,
it
three.
looked legal to me. He just played it very fast, and Marc wanted to make sure. Nothing wrong with asking. I think that's enough to make a double.
But so that's you're all right. So that's less than the 12 that we just saw as well. It's a 6-point game for Blaise on that sequence. Right, it's 6. Right, you'd rather be Blaise with this kind of like I've got some on the 6, some on the 5.
I'm surprised Blaise didn't double there. He's
Yeah,
been
me
so
too.
aggressive before, and that looked like
Especially
it
at the
was right
score.
on the edge.
Again,
Yeah,
especially at the score.
because you know
Gotta go here. You think?
you're not
right?
going to get re-cubed too often when your opponent is winning 3 away, 7 away.
Okay, so you got to go here
Oh, look how quickly
and a
Marc
quick
took it.
take to
So-
hoping to get to 10.
That shows how right he was not to double last time. He didn't lose his market. You don't lose your market. If the guy's taking next roll, then it would have been wrong to
And now
double.
Blaise is rooting around in the pocket. Oh no, he found the dice. All right, he found
Okay.
the dice. Good. And then he's looking for the phone again to take pictures.
Now Marc's sorry he took.
One's the death knell of any take. Okay, but still a lot of game still to come. The 6s and 5s.
4 is a good roll. 2 off from the high points.
I know you. I was gonna say, and we were talking about earlier. Blaise is a talker, but this is a very you can tell they're like quick and focused in this game.
I think Blaise might be talking more if the score were reversed.
He might. No, like you can hear Blaise from across the
Look,
the
you
room.
used to play with Marc Robbins and screamers and yellers. And, I mean,
So you
it's
don't take one off here. Well,
You
I guess
always
the
take-
question, right? The question I think is, do you take one off?
you
Right.
take one off,
He
and
takes
then
one.
you look for the rest.
Okay. So for a second, I
The
was
only time
confused.
you don't follow that rule is if you have to have doubles, and you got to move it to the right place, or sometimes with double ones, you don't just grab them off. But anything else, you just take the checkers off.
Big lot of pips, doesn't get an extra checker, but still a lot of pips there in that sequence.
So do we count Magical Bounty as one of the Clinton?
So we got
Is he a
Monty
Clinton-
with us, you guys.
Is
See,
he a
is it?
Clinton Hill?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Monty is a New York legend, but in the last couple of years, he's become a Clinton Hill backgammon member and legend as well. So Monty, welcome.
Thank you.
You get the picture where it's.
Yeah,
see
right
who you are.
behind.
You've been in Jamaica for a while, haven't you?
Yes, I've been in Jamaica for the last
And now-
12 days. And
Huge loss there. Yeah, and so Blaise lost that on the last couple of rolls. So now we go to Crawford. Big rolls for Marc. Big rolls.
I don't know what.
Great take.
He just grabbed the take. He knew right away. Marc is a genius.
But I was keeping a running
I
count.
developed what's called colorless counting with his help,
I say don't trust.
which is a great, incredible counting
I
system.
think
Yeah,
I think
so-
I
But
had
back to
definitely
you.
had it down 3, but
For years and years, I didn't know him as a Brooklyn guy.
from
You
from the time.
do you live in Brooklyn? No, but you just come every week.
well, yeah,
You're always there.
I'm in Harlem.
Yeah.
And,
He goes wherever the fish are.
I'm gonna say is Monty's always looking for like a fried fish.
Let me tell you something. If I was a professional magician, like, and that good with my hands, I would never lose a backgammon game.
wondering about me and dice going off the table.
Well, that's because you're strong. That's just because Monty's got the. Where's muscle tees for a reason? That's why the dice go off the table.
One of the most fun nights I had in New York is when one of my students took us to a magic show, and I invited Monty to come along with us just to see,
Big hit.
because I knew he was into magic.
Yeah.
Every magician there knew Monty. And what,
Everybody knows Monty.
This is cross.
Station attendant. I feel like my mom knows Monty. He's with my parents. I brought my parents to
He's a
the
backgammon pro, he's a magician, he's an author, he's a preacher.
Yes.
He's an inspirational speaker.
He's a Renaissance man.
Yeah, he is.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I really.
I love your book.
Oh, thanks so
How
much.
are you doing in this tournament, by the way? Because you were in.
So I
you were
was
in the fight.
So I was in the money.
Okay.
And I lost that round just now. He jumped the prime.
Dare he?
Who's he?
Can't forget the good gentleman's name, but David. His name's David Levine.
Oh, yeah, he won the qualifier. He was in the qualifier.
Just behind. He was behind. 5 checks behind. And jumped the prime. And I hit me loose. And I danced and danced and danced and danced and blocked everywhere. But he was behind the prime, so I figured I spread out. He came in and the prime and jumped double sixes, and the story's over. So
Well,
I never
you,
lost
you, now this is interesting. You're right. You kind of sort of challenge here, hoping that you're going to get some sort of a hit. He's slightly stacked, right?
The other thing is you can play gutsy because gammons don't matter.
Right.
If you lose a gammon, you don't care.
And now, if you're Blaise, you're just trying to build a board, right? So how do we best do
Well,
that?
you
There's really
asked-
not. There's not a new point you can make inside, right?
You ask yourself, how am I going to win this game? By blocking, racing, or hitting? And right now, he's got nothing to block. It's possible that he could get into a race and win, but if he hits, he's got a good game that way. So he's thinking about those combinations.
Right. So I'd assume you'd have to slot the 5 points. Then what do you do with your
You just bring the 6 in from the back.
6 comes from So
I don't know what he's thinking about.
I don't know. I think it's slot hit.
you leave a couple. Maybe that could be actually what he's thinking. Because that seems clear, right? So this 6 to 5 seems super clear. What's your 6?
I like the 2 slot. I think he's right.
Yeah, and
I don't think it's that big a play.
either way, it doesn't seem like a huge.
I respect that he's taking his time.
Well, he's got
the time, and
They've been so
you're way down in the match, and he's showing that he isn't giving up. He's showing that I care about every move I make,
Here he'll make.
and I don't care what the score is. I'm going to do my best.
4 now. If you can
That's
hit
how-
that 4.
I bet you that's the guy I bet he's come from behind in many tennis matches too.
I'm sure he has.
I would assume you would no. So if this was me, Phil, you guys can correct me. I would assume you make the bar here, right?
Yeah.
And just you're trying to make it life uncomfortable for all these outer checkers.
Not only that, if you don't make the bar, you get blitzed too easy.
Well, now this is a whole different game. Now this is very uncomfortable.
Now he's highly.
for Marc.
He has a very good chance of getting a shot here.
Right. Because now fives don't play well. Like all of a sudden fives now you're destroying your board if it's a 5-1.
The question is, will he be able to hold his board
Okay.
until he gets that shot?
This is a friendly roll.
What do you mean by that?
I just mean like that's good for the roller. That was fine. 5-2 played. It got him in. Got him
I
in.
got you.
Like a 5-1 would not be right. 5-1 for Marc. All of a sudden he's got to break his board somehow. Shut.
I see.
That's all. I'm a friendly guy, so
Friendly.
I can.
I just never heard that term, and it's a good one.
I made it up just now, and I feel feeling good about it. I'm feeling good.
This is why I like doing commentary with different people. Like, you get different perspectives and different terms.
Barged my way in here, you guys. If you're wondering, listeners, that's right. I forced my way in, but Phil was very
You
accommodating.
didn't. Of course, you're asking if you can do
I said,
commentary.
hey, Phil, listen, people. We got 12 people here. We used to have one of the Clinton Hill people, namely me. You commented. Was that double fours?
I don't know.
This is a game,
Right.
but-
What is great?
But this is a game. But this, I mean, a 10-4 Crawford. It's 10-4 Crawford.
Also,
So this is a game-winning double.
Well, the problem is your alternative is you crash your board and you leave lots of shots later.
yeah. So it's very
Right.
clear.
By the way, he's counting. Oh, he's thinking about.
I can't imagine. I think especially Crawford.
Well, where
I
are
think
At the score.
Where are the other two fours though? Where do they go?
right, exactly. I think you don't want to.
That's why I bring it down.
Let's pause for something. What's going on? We're pausing in the middle of the game.
Well, if somebody has to go to the bathroom, I would allow that.
Okay. We can ask. We want to ask right here. So we're right outside the bathrooms, which is the charming thing about this.
He's on his way to the
location.
bathroom, so now
Yeah.
we know why he picked pops.
Yeah, exactly. If he comes in the bathroom, we know he's using facilities. If he's talking to the tournament director, then it's the whole thing. Okay, so here comes Marc. Marc's still thinking about this move. Mark-
Well, he's counting the race. He's trying to figure out if he's better off just pure racing or waiting for a shot.
Right, you could imagine that's true because you could imagine now yellow is actually even in the race. I would think as red, I would think as Marc, you almost want to make it about luck because you're only playing for 1 point. I get 4 fours right now, great. If I get 2 big numbers later, I'm ahead in the race and I go. So I would think this for me this would be straightforward, but you know who am
All
I?
right, let's be more scientific than that, though.
Yeah.
He's got 4 checkers on the 9 point,
Mhm.
right? 4 times 9 is 36, 46, 56, 66, and 4 is 70,
Right.
2, 4, 6, 77.
And yellow has 43, 44.
He's got
plus
50,
36 is 90.
59. He's down in the race. So he has a
And that's
very
after
good
this roll too, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very good argument for staying back most of the time, especially since Blaise is out of timing. So, I think he's right
I
to
see.
stay back.
So the issue is that Blaise now with even a 6 or a 5 also starts to crunch a little bit. Wow, look at
He made the play is over, and now Blaise escapes, and Blaise is favored in the race. He's going to be sorry he did that possibly. But the good news about his play is there's no chance for game.
Sixes?
Yes,
6.
yes, sir.
That's what he
Blaise!
Yes.
Yeah, man. If you're wondering if Blaise and the Jamaicans here speak with accents, they do.
You got to wonder what he did during that break. Did he go get magnets or get Monty's
That was
dice?
fantastic. That was fantastic.
got my last dice.
Wow, Blaise making a patch out of this.
How did
Well, what, I can't.
Wait, by the way, this is Crawford, right? Is that cube? That cube is a fake cube, I believe. I don't think that cube is in play.
I agree.
So I think we're just playing for 1 point right here.
I think so too. But they should have corrected the cube, or we're wrong.
Or we could be wrong, but
Maybe that is-
I believe it was 8-4, and then we had
Got the 2 points.
got the 2 points.
10-4.
I believe that's what I remember.
Yeah, that cube is not there.
Gonna read-
It should say Crawford.
We'll know someday.
what is the number? 33?
Yeah.
33. This ended up being
Can be anyone's game. Man.
but the 6s made this much more of a cruise for Blaise.
Yeah, because it would have been very difficult for them.
Yeah.
Still.
So the race is
anybody
close
get-
enough to where his fellow fours could have easily been
Should
right.
do it. That should do it. That's a 4-5, and that won't play. So,
Yeah.
so off we go now. And that was
So
just
they did-
1 point. So
That
it's 10 to
cube-
5.
That cube is misplaced.
And now we're post Crawford. So
Put the
now
cube back.
exactly, Blaise is definitely going to be making use of that now.
Andy, put the cube in
Hey, Andy. Phil's asking you something.
mid-game break. Cube in center. Oh, they did move it. Okay.
Oh, bless. Bless.
Now it's post Crawford. They changed it, scored it, so that we get the right information, which means that Trailer can now double, and he should double on the first roll every time. The real question is, does the leader have a free drop? And the answer is a free drop, I think, is odd. And since his score is odd, since he has 5, he does have a free drop, and he can drop the cube if he wanted to. So what happened here?
I believe the cube actually was just on Marc's side, and Marc said, "Well, I'm not going to need this, Blaise. Why don't you hold on?" I think that's what happened. Is Blaise got the first roll, he couldn't double, and Marc said, "Well, here you go, just take this cube," and now we're about to see it.
Yeah, and now even if he has a free drop, you might take, because you get to keep free drops. So I would take this cube, because I don't think he's losing. And he's losing maybe by a little, but if you take it, you get 3 or 4 more free drops.
Right, and every time you take it, you're playing for the match, and the other guy's not playing for the match.
Right. But he dropped it because he was behind, which I think is wrong. If you're slightly behind, you still don't use your
I was
free
going to
drop.
say if it's right,
Now
if
he
it's
has to
2
take
away,
every-
1 away, you would
Yeah.
5 away, 6 away.
Yeah,
Right.
it was close enough to where I think he would take. He could have been right. I didn't put that next G and see how big a favorite he was, but my guess he was like 54%,
Okay.
which is not that much to keep three or 4 more free drops. But he made the decision
And
pretty
of course,
quick.
we'll see the cube again now, too.
Oh, he should double. Well,
Or in
now-
fact, it might have already been passed.
yeah, it looks like it's been passed. But by the way, when your opponent doesn't have a free drop, you'll see lots of good players not double right away. You try and snooker your opponent into dropping when he should take, because he has to take almost anything. So you wait till you make a couple good points, you double, he passes. Picked up a lot.
Now, I assume an anchor here is a valuable asset, right? If you're, especially because a gammon is
Huge.
Okay.
Times you get gammon holding 4 or 5 pointers, less than 4 or 5% most of the time. So you definitely want to anchor.
Almost a no-brainer. Ooh, okay. Racing play here.
So Blaise is not giving up. He didn't just sit down and die. There's a reason he's a professional tennis player. They got to come from behind a lot. Oh, there's a good roll. Because of that's my point. Make the point. That's a very good roll. You don't worry that much about getting hit. You duplicate the threes. Threes hit and threes cover. So the duplication is a major factor in this game. You're always looking for that.
Mel Woolley, welcome back. There you go.
This is a tricky roll. I like that play. He says, okay, I'm just going to win the race. I'm not going to give him
Right, I'll
shots.
take 2 points if he's going to give it to me.
Right. And he didn't have a good one to play anywhere else. He's winning the race, but one big double.
Right. I mean, that's a strong roll.
There it is.
Oh, and this is the difference again between being ahead in the race versus being behind. Is I think it's like I'll just go forward. I'll go all the way with this.
Not only that, you tend to want to race more when at the score if you're
Right.
leading, because races don't end up with very many gammons. And gammons are the biggest way your opponent's going to get back in the game. Now he realizes he's losing the race, and you
Okay, so then it's worth it maybe
Yeah.
to stick back. And wait
make it
for
harder
it.
for your opponent to race. You might get a shot.
Or
slow him
you
down.
might even just bury on 1, 2, and 3 pointer.
Right.
Wasted tips that way.
Right, wastage. Walter Trice was the genius of wastage, and then Tom Keith improved his formula, and there's the game.
Yeah, right.
The odds have now went way, way up for young Blaise.
Well, since the cube passed so early, that Blaise actually has to play the game.
As long as he doesn't roll at 2, why isn't he clearing from the rear?
It's a 3-1.
Clear the rear. You're winning the race, just bring it in.
Interesting.
He doesn't think he's winning enough? I don't understand. Maybe
See,
I'm,
this is the play I would make. It was because I would think it's prettier, right? This is probably the thing you're describing. Is
you know what? There's nothing
it's
wrong.
situations with.
Double sixes. Oh my God.
That's big. That might.
By the way,
That might be a
love
match
what you
winner.
just said. David Wells does that a lot too. He makes the plays. I think it's prettier.
Right. I mean, sometimes that's how I think. Now, okay, so this might have been a match-winning sequence just now.
Oh yeah, double
This
six.
is a huge response with the 5s. Huge response. Gets first off. Oh, a blank.
This is a breath holder for me.
Oh my gosh, Blaise, keeping us on pins and needles here. 3-2 is not his favorite. 6 is a great number for him. All right, here comes Marc now. You can feel them rolling faster in these situations.
Well, there's
right?
not much thinking to go.
Right, but like they don't have to roll this
cube-
fast, but it's just so
The
exciting.
cube is dead. You just automatically peel
Ooh,
checkers
that looks
off.
bad, but okay.
You don't want to lose your momentum. Big Mo. There was,
What's worse than a 4-1? A 2-1.
yeah. It's still like leaning towards Blaise. Oh,
Okay.
oh, that's
So
it.
this will be 8-10.
Yes.
8-10 post Crawford too. Now we're talking about your free drop scenarios a little bit more.
Well, there's no free drop when he has 8.
Okay,
Even
right,
number.
because then that puts
With an even number, he
Right.
has to take just about every
But this
cube.
is the sort of scores where I start thinking the opponent. Okay, huge comeback from Blaise here. Huge doubles.
The way we had a pre-tournament here. I wonder who won that pre-tournament. Wasn't it a Brooklyn guy?
Was that Selwyn's scarf from back?
Selwyn. Sure. Big Selwyn.
Big Sel.
And let me tell you something, that pre-tournament had all the top players in it, including me.
Oh,
Including Selwyn, top player.
well, plus you.
I mean, you guys are making waves here.
It's been fun. Yeah. Okay, so here comes that obligatory first cube. It's a take. Like you said, no free draw.
Oh, great roll. This is a great roll. I make the 4 point.
For multiple reasons too. It's like races get bigger and bigger as you go
I
forward.
make the 4 point because I really want to gamble.
Right. Gammon wins the match in a way that doesn't matter to Marc.
I make the 4 point. I don't care about those odds. So you're leaving lots of blots anyway. Now there is some argument coming down to making the 9 point and doing something else. I would come off
What are you
the
gonna do that?
18 would be the last
Right.
one.
Right.
I like. He's right to look at it. This is not an easy play.
But it is kind of like
Right.
I reflexively make.
I'm going to
He
need.
could make the 2 point.
What's the difference between
I think this is reasonable.
two
I-
games and one game?
I would come off the 18 if I did that.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. I think he likes this. I think he's
And
seeing.
now you bring one
I
down.
think he's seeing the scenario here.
Is that all of it?
I think he's got one more. I think there's one more. Oh no, that's
That's
it.
all of
That's
it.
it. Okay, so that's it.
I don't mind the.
You could make
Yeah.
And so what Blaise is thinking is, I just want to win one game. I don't want to have to win 2 games.
But he's also thinking, I don't care if I get gammon.
Right.
That's why you leave these blots. If you cared about getting gammon, you wouldn't leave all those blots around the board. 1, 2, 3, and hit out. So great roll for Marc. We've seen so many jokers both ways, and Blaise somehow stayed in this
And
game.
now that's the fan that Blaise had been hoping for. Instead, Marc gets that fan.
I think Blaise may be finally nailed here.
Right.
I
It would
mean,
take a
I
huge.
can't tell you how often.
Let's not forget these are two checkers on the bar here. They're stacked up. Yeah, there goes one.
He's blitzing. He doesn't need a gammon. I'm not sure that blitz is right to go to the ace point like he did. But once you start blitzing, it's a habit. Keep doing it. It's habit forming. Blitzing.
And you can
It should
hit a
be
second
habit
checker here.
Yeah. Down.
I guess you just come down for more ammo.
Right. More ammo. Down. No.
And maybe he's
that's
thinking
not
my
bad.
6s. I want my. Yeah.
It's not there. Oh.
Fighting for my
Blaise
life.
does
Is that
not give
double
up.
two?
Oh my
Double 4 on the bar.
God. This kid does not give
Four on the
up.
bar, roll
Late.
double 2.
Late inning heroics here at every moment for Blaise. Okay. At
Every
least
time-
Marc comes in. You could imagine something.
Every
here.
time Marc rolls a joker, Blaise comes back and survives it. I like this. Priming
Right.
is a very definite
You just
goal here.
you're not trying to get sucked up in the drama. You're just trying to think about like how do I make his numbers get. He still has
This
to
is
score
good.
back.
This is good too. He's made the ace point, which makes it hard to play
Okay.
priming.
If you're Marc, you're thinking I've got a better board than my opponent.
Makes a good point. Now you got a
That's
back
going to be
game.
formidable for the rest of the
You know,
for the rest of
and
the game.
Marc has the ace point made, which is the last thing you want when your opponent's in a back game. You don't want that ace point behind them. That's those 2 checkers are lost.
Oh, that's helpful because they can never prime. Really, your antidote to a back game is a prime. Those are never going to prime him again. That's what you're saying.
Well said.
Okay.
So you're smarter than you look.
I train him. This is what I have going for me in this club. It's not the gameplay. It's mainly smack talk and looking good. Yeah, thank you.
So you play
Exciting
consulting
last
shoot all the time at your club, don't you?
Yeah, if
That's
you
good.
if you show
That's
up
how
to,
you learn from
if you
each
show up
other.
to Clinton Hill Backgammon Club, you're probably going to find a shoe-out happening at some point, probably for low stakes, $3 a point most of the time. But the thing we realized early on was this is the way you learn. It's just by talking to each other about moves and hearing other people talk.
Yeah, and Antoinette's there. She's a very fine player, and she can offer her ideas and suggestions,
Or
and
wrap your
Mal-
knuckles.
And Mal, each other.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I love, probably in the entire world, I don't know if anybody's had more hours of chouette than me. Who's
You
still
think?
alive.
No, I know.
I was an average of 3-4 days a week for 40 years. And I love chouette. It's the best way to learn, it's the best way to play.
Okay.
It's fun gambling.
That's an interesting fan. I wonder if you almost want that fan just to like
Yeah,
yourself
you do.
timing. You'd like to get a board going, I presume, right? But this is helpful, right? And as long as you can make that 3-point to that 5-point soon, I assume.
They think Blaise has got a reasonable back
Right.
game here.
Right.
He's likely to get a double shot, and he's likely to still have a good board. He needs to move that back checker up.
Right.
No.
And he can't.
He rolled a 1 there, didn't he?
Yeah, he rolled
He
a
did.
1. Yeah, he's trying to stick behind.
I would have
He has like a nascent time. He has such it's kind of a non-prime.
He needed to move that checker from the.
Yeah, he just wants
opponent's 2
timing,
to the 3,
even
so
if
he
it means
can
getting
get out.
hit.
He can get out.
Right.
God, they're playing fast.
Right.
I don't think they have a problem with the clock.
No. Yeah, clocks are good. Clocks are in double digits, I think, for both
It
of them.
really would be helpful for Blaise to have a checker on the 3-point instead of the 2. Of course, he'd like a spare on both. But now,
I do think you want to enter here because you still don't have a
no,
board. Even if you,
I'm happy to dance.
I'm just saying, even if you finally get your shot, you don't have a board still.
He'll get there. No, I
Yeah, the
really,
thing is, the outfit.
yeah, timing is more important than anything else. He needs to get out with a 6 or 5.
Right. He definitely wants to come out. Right.
He does. Out.
So definitely come out. And he'll just create this timing. He's not even going to make the 2-point there because he's thinking about that timing that you described.
I'd rather get that checker hit and recirculated than make it.
Right.
That's why, and Mel mentioned it. They didn't like
Yeah.
going there.
It's not the next point, I don't think.
Right. This is kind of
Out from the back. 6
right,
comes
again,
out. It's
yeah.
automatic.
And
Automatic.
I think automatic comes out, and then what do you do with that 3? I'm fascinated that Blaise doesn't come out with a 6. I'll be shocked if he doesn't get a 6.
What if you don't get a 6 soon?
Yeah, you're right, because 6 and 5s now put you much deeper. Or sorry, 5s now put you much
What if he
deeper than
doesn't-
you'd like to be. Right. Do you hit with a 6 even?
Now look at the.
Oh,
You make
right.
it so mean. Now he.
But I don't think you can.
See if he had put a checker on the 3
Right, there was
point,
not a lot of timing
He
there.
could have brought it around. He still had a board. That was his biggest mistake. Now he's a
great roll from Marc.
yeah. Out scout. Yes. Okay.
You got it from there. Okay, so preserving some sort of.
He better get a double
timing here.
shot
It's just,
soon.
it's just that right. Marc has a few extras on the back to play with here. That's what Blaise does not.
Go to the ace. Okay. Blaise has got a timing problem.
And right, this is the issue. Is Marc still has some to play here. Okay, 2s don't play fantastically. I guess that's 4.
It's the only way to play it.
Right.
Sorry,
And what a 6 does, just which one
You always go to the front.
Let's go to the front.
Always go with the front because you get more shots that way. Good roll.
Clean,
Good
clean
roll
and
for
easy.
Marc. Just make the point. Am I reading it wrong? Well, it's a 6-5.
6-5.
You come out. You gotta have a board.
And you come out with the one in front, right? So you're keeping a point. I guess the concern is 2s. You want, yeah, 2s are going to be forced, but you didn't roll a 2. So, okay.
You might want to force. Well, 3s aren't forced, so you stay on the 2-point.
Right.
Because he's got 3s to play anyway.
So 6 now comes out.
Yeah.
Goes all the way.
No reason to split him. All you do is give him jokers. You think about splitting a little later. Maybe in the next roll you might
So now
split.
2 is forced here.
Believe. I never said it. Believe.
Okay, big roll. Oh yes. The question is, do you want to take one off?
Well,
Or do you want to play two off the 5 point?
Here's how you answer the
One,
question.
baby.
You do the forced part first,
Right.
and then look.
And there's a 2.
You missed it. You missed
No.
it.
6-5.
Now,
6-5.
there's still big numbers that don't play.
Oh,
well.
no, yeah, big
One,
shot.
baby.
This is big. You missed it.
But this could continue.
Is KG on?
To my knowledge,
And now, of course, Blaise is worried that he can't make this 3 point. He can't.
He's doing it.
If he buries this checker, he can't close him out that easily.
okay.
But as Phil said, if threes aren't, you can play a 3. So.
Guys, I got a match to play. I want you to finish this match without me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, wake up! We got Clinton Hill here in the house. It's a full stream takeover from Clinton Hill because Phil's gotta go play a match. Oh my God! You see, it's we're children of the millennium. We're bringing in. Okay, let's have a match here. So 4-1 plays, right?
Yeah.
4-1 plays. Okay, Marc could very well be about to
so.
this match.
Disabled before sound.
So he's hoping for 2 big numbers. So close, Marc. All right, let's see Blaise. He
Believe.
got it. He got it. Now,
But there's no chance of second check.
it's really no sense in second checker. So now
It's
you have to be so aggressive with your bear off and just hope for good luck.
Clock in between.
you have to be careful.
Just leave it.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't care if you get gammoned or anything, but right, you're really just trying to contain and then praying, I assume, right?
Right, you wanna walk that line
You do this, yeah. Now, do you
where
come in like that, or do you maybe go with the 5? Okay, so you bring them both in.
I'm gonna go to the 5 because
He's clearly taking one off. Clearly taking one off with the 2-1. And now it's the sort of thing where you might leave shots. Right, you might take 2 off here.
You take
Right.
2.
Right. You're gonna leave a shot there anyway, but even regardless, you might take 2 off. And
And
there's a
then you got
5 and a 4. Mark like a boss.
Yeah.
Bam, he says, like emerald.
Oh, wait.
Bam. Okay. Oh, should you just right? I think you probably just do that and say, I gotta do something.
Yeah,
Just let this
sure.
guy pass me.
Oh shit.
1, 2, 3. Oh, there they go. There's the hand. There it is. Marc Lewis wins this round. This is not the final. I just accidentally missed the final. But wins this against Blaise.
Do we know who Marc plays now?
No idea. No, this is the thing is when Phil and I talked about commentating, I said, Phil, I don't know anything about commentating. I don't have any like background. I don't know who anyone is. And he said, Brad, it's fine. You act like the noob. I'll tell you what the situation is. But then Phil left. So we're gonna leave you here.
I
I'm
know
Brad.
his-
I'm Brad. That's Mal. We're Clinton Hill Backgammon Club, reporting for the Jamaica International Open. It's been a blast. See you guys later. Have a good one.